Savannah here. It is Monday, June 20th, and it is 12:12 in the afternoon. I completely forgot it was Monday and didn't record this in the morning like I normally would, or on Sunday. I had plenty of opportunity on Sunday, I didn't want to, so. And then this morning I got up and immediately got working on a brand new cast on because the pattern was released this morning, so I was pretty excited about that. So I got into that, and then I took my kids swimming, so it's okay though. I know it wouldn't be a big deal if I missed a week, but I think I would forget what the heck I showed. I mean, I already forget what I show the week prior, so anyways, again, hi, my name is Savannah of Sewlivi Dyes Yarn. Yarn for sale. I have everything up on the website still. My website is sewlividyesyarn.com. Everything is linked down below. Down below, you'll also find other links like for social media and everything I talk about here today. Most everything. I try to link everything. Sometimes I forget. So I have a finish. It wasn't even a whip last week. It was a cast on and finish this past week. I have a new start that I started today, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whips to show you. Yeah, a lot. And a tiny amount of haul. Tiny amount of haul. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'll go ahead and start with the whips and then move into whatever else I want to next, but I'll go ahead with that. Whips. All right, my biggest whip currently, it's stuck on the bag, the yarn. It's the what's this called? The Cardi V-neck by Ann Venzel. I finished the body last week, and you can see I started a sleeve. So here's where I was last time I showed you, and I finished up the body. Fits well. It's a really great length. I'm excited to, I think I say this every time, I'm excited to block it and see what the fabric does. But yeah, finished that. Got the first sleeve started. I did hit the required length for the sleeve, like what it's called for, but that's a little too short. It hits me here. I don't like that, so I'm adding several more inches. I think like 2.5 inches. I think I'm going to try that before I add the thing. The only unfortunate bit is that I ran out of one of my mohairs. I did order some last week. It's just because of the weekend and the holiday, it did get pushed back a little bit. Normally it would only take a couple of days, 3 to 4 days to get here from Wool Warehouse, but it's just a little behind, and that's okay. It's giving me a break from this, which is okay with me. But yes, so I've added a little extra, ran out of the Drops Kid Silk, so I've used 4 full balls of that in this so far. I ordered 2 more, so that should be enough. So I've used a whole ball on one of these sleeves, so I think a whole ball for this sleeve plus the second ball will be for finishing it up. So that's good. I think that should be good. So yeah, my yarns, I'm holding 3 strands of yarn together. The fingering weight that I'm using is Holst-Garn Super Soft in the oatmeal colorway. And then I have a strand of just bare white mohair, and then I'm using Drops Kid Silk in the light beige color, which is also, I think I said it was wrong, or I was wrong last time. It's the color number 20. So Drops Kid Silk, and the color is number 20. I think I said 02 last time, or before. Anyways, so yep, I'm getting there, guys. Just slowly going so I can move this stitch marker. So I am kind of thankful for this sorry, this like mini break from it until I get the yarn back, once I get the yarn, I guess, in my hands. But yeah, coming along slowly. Okay, that's whip number 1, my biggest whip. Whip number 2, my whip go for June. It's the Half and Halves Triangle Wrap by Purl Soho. I am knitting this using Purl Soho's linen quill. This is Peach Stone, and then the second color is Oatmeal Gray. I don't know if you can, where would it be? It's back there somewhere. I rearranged my shelf. It's back there somewhere. But so I was really confused on what this to call this color. Is it mauve? Is this a mauve colorway? It's again called Peach Stone, so that doesn't really give you a great description of the color. But I'm in the middle of a row, so it's knit flat, all in garter, and you're doing, it's a free pattern. You're doing, what is it, wrap and turns, except for these last 2 stitches. You're doing wrap and turn on the one side to make it a triangle. And so yeah, I have like 2 more days on this for the month to hit my goal for whip go. So we'll see. What is going on here? Oh, I think I accidentally knit or purl 2 stitches. Oh well, no big deal. Probably purled 2 stitches on accident. But yeah, still working on ball number 1, just slow going, picking it up randomly. I think I picked this one up after I ran out of yarn. Oh, and I did take this to the pool one day. So yeah, just slow going on that guy. Oh, I guess I could show you. I was there last time, so now I can move it up. Not focusing too hard on this guy. Okay. I apologize for all the throat clearing. It's really hard. Next whip. It's the Rocket Tee by Tanis Lavelli of Tanis Fiber Arts. I finally joined and split for the sleeves. So it looks a little funny, but, and this thing has given me, this thing has given me a lot of frustration. So here's where I was the last time I showed you. Right up here. I can move that one now, and I'll put it on the front of the shirt. Okay, so when I got to the end of my raglan increases, I went and counted all the stitches, and I counted so many times, and I would notice that like one sleeve was off by 1 stitch, one sleeve had 1 too many stitches, each front panel was a different number, like 1 or 2 off, I think, and then the back I think was a total of like 3 extra stitches. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like writing down notes all over the pattern, like, okay, I'm gonna need to add, you know, this many stitches to this side when I come back around, add to this side, decrease here, just to get my numbers correct. And as I'm doing that, like one of the sections was like I ended up adding 1 too many. And I'm like, how? I counted this like 5 times. I'd still count it. All those times I counted it wrong. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't need to add that increase there. And then, so I got all that going. And then I go into the next part of the pattern, and it's not explained correctly. I'm like, for the smaller sizes it was like you're going to knit a full round, knit an increase round, knit a full round, knit an increase round. That many times, that's it. For the bigger sizes, it says something like, it's over there, so I don't have it. It says something like, you're going to do the increase round on the second round one time, or, you know, however many times for your size. And then you're going to do increase row B on the second round this many times. And I'm like, what do you mean on the second round? Because I was like, I had done increase A and then increase B. And I'm just like, why isn't there any, like, because when you were working the raglan increases, you had a regular row in between each one. And when I got to that section, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why isn't there an extra row in between these increases? Because I'm like doing a yarn over a yarn over, and I'm just like, this doesn't seem right. So I did have to rip back a row, because I'm going to assume because it's not in the pattern, but what it meant by it was like, I'm going to do a regular row and then an increase row A, and I'm going to repeat that however many times, and then I'm going to do increase B, or well, another regular row, increase B however many times. And then it says increase B and C with no, like, it's not saying on the second round or first round, you're just doing those, you're alternating those however many times. And I'm like, this is so confusing. Why can't it just be written out? I'm going to do this regular row. This, it doesn't say anywhere. I'm just like, dang, man. I've even gone through other people's, like, when I get lost, I always go to other people's project pages and see what their notes are. Like, I go through so many just trying to figure out what the heck. And usually that helps, but sometimes it doesn't. And it did not this time, but this is, we're just going through it. I'm kind of like, oh, I did get past all that, and now I'm just knitting the body. There are yarn over increases along the seam, and again, it's not very well written where I should be doing these. Like, I feel like they're not directly centered. They're kind of 3 stitches in from the center. So that's just how I'm doing it. Again, I couldn't find anybody's explanation or, you know, comments on that. So I was like, dang, okay. But yeah, I got frustrated and decided I wasn't going to work on it. The yarn I'm using is a Monsoon Calamities Mocha Cotton cake. These cakes are no longer being made. It's 4 strands of cotton, so it's all cotton. And you can see the gradient there. It gradiates very nicely throughout. So I did hit color number 1, 2, 3, 4, but just barely. So I'm starting to add some of the tan color in. So this colorway was called Cache or Cache. I don't know. C-A-C-H-E. Sometimes I do wish I would have started from the outside, the pretty white, and went down. But from experience from in the past, I know that the outside color has the most. Let me see if I'm here, I can show you. Okay, so I made this sweater a few years ago using one of these big cakes. I actually used 2 so I could do the long sleeves. But this is the Winter Woods Raglan by Carpe Dell'Anna, I believe. And this is a mocha cake. This one was called Tiger's Eye. I did exactly what Carpe Dell'Anna did. She's the exact same one and everything, because I was like, I love that, I want that. She started from the outside of the ball. So you can see here, you see how big that section is compared to the others. I didn't even get to the lightest color. Like, this is not even the lightest color here. So I knew with this tee, I wasn't going to use all the colors. So I wanted to start in the center so I could get at least as close to the white as possible. But I kind of wish it would have started with the white, the lighter, down to the... This raglan's really, really nice. The only problem is there's no short rows in this. It is a nice sweater. I really enjoy wearing this. This is really nice, just cotton raglan. But yeah, I wanted to show you that it starts from the the outside has the most color. Oh, it's so pretty to look at on the screen. Anyways, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'll pick this back up eventually. Keep going. Now that it is pretty simple, it'll be easier to take with if I want to. And it has, I believe when I'm finished, I'll come back and do, I think it's an I-cord, I-cord edging on everything. I cannot remember for sure. So the Rocket Tee is actually written to be striped with merino and then mohair and then merino and mohair, but I did not want to do that. I wanted to use this. I wanted a cotton t-shirt. So yep, that's another whip. This one right here, I don't know if I showed you this last week. I don't think so. So it's kind of like a new start, but it's not really. I cranked a tube. So this yarn right here, not the yellow stuff, but the striped, self-striping. This was yarn given to me by Jen of Jen Crafts or Spectacular Yarns. She gifted me the second half of this. She used this yarn, which is Rockin' String Creations. Rockin' String Creations. It's the Jitterbug fingering in the Southern Nights colorway. She used this to make a pair of socks and gifted me the rest of it. It's really pretty. She used yellow as her contrasting, so I was like, yes, me too, please. So I cranked it on my machine as a tube like this. I went ahead and added a toe on one end, cuff on the other, and then just yesterday I split it in two. So I did what you would do with an afterthought heel, except I went all the way around the tube, right in the center, with two different needles, and then cut the middle strand, which was this guy right here. Cut the middle one, and I was ready to go. Just started doing what is it, the cuff on this one. I am a little concerned because it feels really loose, but I'm hoping that the ribbing will bring it in a bit. It's still just in the beginning stages. And then I'll have to add a toe to this one, and then I will go ahead and cut in for my heels, because I know for my foot I like to have anywhere from 56 to 60 rounds from the beginning of my toe, or from the, I don't want to call it, let me show you on this one. So before I start the toe, I like to have 56 to 60 between where I cut in for my heel and where my toe starts. That fits me the best. So I will just count 60 rows or 56, whichever I prefer. I'll count that in and then just cut in for a heel, afterthought heel. There was a video I found on YouTube called the Afterthought Everything. I forget who made that, but that's a good resource if you are unsure of what you're doing. You can check that out. It's called Afterthought Everything for a sock. So yep, I'm doing that. And my yellow contrast is, this is from Knit Picks. It is Stroll fingering in the, I believe it's called the, wait, is this Stroll? No, I think this is Hawthorne. Sorry. I think it's the Hawthorne Kettle Dye. It's a compass colorway. I used this in a sweater I made in 2020 from Hohi Locatelli. So this was the extra. And I thought, well, I saw Jen's socks. I believe she used yellow, and I just thought it looked really good with the purple and the blue. So, yep, this is just a random whenever I feel like working on. It's nothing I'm focusing on right now. But, because I can't count it towards summer sock camp. I can't count them towards sock week next month or anything like that, because cranked tubes are not allowed. Not allowed. I have one more whip before I show you my cast on and my finish. I pulled out an old whip. An old whip. My Strya cardigan. God, I hate this thing so much. I do. I hate it so much. So this is the Strya cardigan by Andrea Mowry. I started this, I don't even know when I started this, but it was forever ago. And it's all half fisherman's rib, so it takes forever. So I'm not sure if this is where I showed you last time. All I know is that when I picked it up, it was like in between the pink and the blue. It was right after this pink stripe, so I don't know if I had showed that. But I went ahead and picked this up this weekend, and I just went to town. So I accidentally did too many rounds of the green before I added the blue, so I compensated in between there. So I have that fun stripe off, but then I got back on track. I have, I think about an inch left on the sleeve before I can do the cuff. And yeah, I'm excited about getting at least one sleeve done. I am concerned about the sizing of the cardigan. It is going to be pretty tight, so unless it, well, see, I'm unsure of how this grows. I keep hearing it grows this way, not really this way. So we'll see. I am using ampersand fibers, which was the called for yarn in this, on the cropped size and their side, and a little bit like tight. So again, I'm hoping that it grows decently. And I'm not looking forward to picking up and doing a button band at all. I am not looking forward to it. I hate picking up stitches. I hate it with a passion. It sucks. And then of course I have the whole second sleeve to do. I don't understand why I feel like I slag so bad at this. But yeah. I'm modifying this by not doing all the, I've only done 3 of the decreases out of, I don't remember how many. There were supposed to be like 12, 13 decreases in the sleeve. I only did 3 because it's already pretty snug on my arm. So I don't mind if it's baggy. I'm just going to decrease down to what I need to right before the cuff, so I have kind of a balloon sleeve. I'm okay with that. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I actually picked this back up and I'm going to get that sleeve done. I think it's because I was watching Gabby of Plies and Hellhounds, and she started her Strya after I started mine, and she's already got a sleeve done. She's going to beat me. I know she will. And it's not a race. It's just when you start something and then somebody starts something after you and then they beat you, that's kind of like motivation for me to get things done. So yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and show you my haul and then the other things, okay? So my haul. Yesterday, the kids and we went to Joann's because I wanted to find this yarn in person for the project that I started this morning. I wanted to see what they have. So I got Lion Brand's Pima Cotton. I bought 3 of these balls, or whatever you would want to call them, bullets. I don't know. Cakes. Is this a cake? Would this be considered a cake? It can't pull from the middle. And it falls apart. Like, this thing falls apart. Like, just when I undo, or if I pull, when I take the ball band off, this part just, yeah, it's unfortunate. This is, what is it? 100% cotton. 100% cotton. It is 100 grams and 189 yards, or 170 meters. It's listed as a number 4, so kind of like a worsted weight, but I would guess this is more DK. I don't know. The pattern is listed as Aran weight. This is what the pattern called for, Pima Cotton by Lion Brand, so I'm just going with it. I've hit complete gauge with it. Perfect. I got the rose taupe colorway. There wasn't very many colors available in store. They did have a lot of like speckled variegated ones, but for this project I did not want that. When I'm done with this project, if I like it, I might go back and try to find like a cream or a light tan colorway, a straw colorway, but for now I thought this would be good. Thought this would work. It's very splitty. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the funnest to, like, when I started my project, it was not having a good time. So there's that. And then I received my very first Jamieson's of Shetland Spindrift yarn. Look at how cute these colors are. So this one is called Sphagnum, I think is how you pronounce it, Sphagnum, or number 233. It's this beautiful green with little hints of yellow in it. And then this colorway is Burnt Ochre. It's 423. So it is like a mustard yellow with flecks of orange and green in it. It's very pretty. So I ordered this from Yarn Harbor in Duluth, Minnesota, my hometown. I ordered this from them. And unfortunately, it took a fun little trip. I think I mentioned this last week. It took a fun trip. It went from Duluth to Minneapolis to Mankato, Minnesota, to Denver, to the Colorado Springs. What is that noise? Mommy. What, honey? I'm doing a video, hon. Oh. What do you want? Oh, it's Nan Cat. Have fun.
It's a hard one.
Okay. From Denver, it came here to Colorado Springs, and then it moved out to Peyton, Colorado, which is the next town over. It's not that far. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll get it the next day then. I don't know why it went to Peyton. The next day I checked on my informed delivery, and it was all the way in Crescent Butte, Colorado, which is hours away. I was very sad. Thankfully it came right back after that, and I got it like a day or two later or whatever. I don't even remember what day it was, but I got it. I really, really like working with this. So this is 25 grams or 105 meters, which is about 118 yards, I think. It's fingering weight, if I didn't say that already. And it is, where's the 100% pure Shetland wool, grown and spun on the Shetland Isles. This stuff is really, really nice, and I want to buy more of this. It's not cheap. It's 25 grams for $8.65 at Yarn Harbor. So I'm not sure where I could get this cheaper, or if I could. I really like this. Really liked knitting with this. I'm not sure what I would knit with this. Like, I've seen plenty of patterns where this is called for, or Jamieson and Smith is called for, which I think is similar. But yeah, I like this a lot. Okay, so I'll show you what I made with that, because these are the leftovers. I'll show you. So this thing has taken Instagram by storm, and if you follow Espastrico, you would have seen it. Just absolutely freaking fantastic. Look, don't mind his face. His little head is lopsided because I suck at seaming, and I seamed up his body, his belly to his body, not straight. Look at him. Look at his little leggies, and oh my god, I love him. I will be making another. I just want to make them in different colors. So yeah. He's so cute. It's really dark, so it's hard to show you. Super quick and easy to knit up, actually. I took about 2 days to make mine, but it could have been done in one day. And I actually stuffed mine using yarn scraps. So I have a little like mini trash can on my desk that when I cut woven ends off of knitwear, I throw it in there. So I took a bunch of little ends and stuffed them. So this little guy, I'm not sure what I'm going to name him. Because we have a snail named Frank already, so I can't use Frank. I thought about George, but I don't know. I just purchased the sweater pattern for this guy. Oh, I should tell you, he is designed by Claire Garland. or Dot Pebbles on Instagram. She has a ton of little animals that you can knit. Absolutely adorable. So adorable. She released a little sweater pattern for him this morning. So he's gonna get a sweater at some point. It was so cute. I absolutely love. He sits over on my jar of I have balls of yarn in a vase on my desk, and he just hangs out on top, sitting like this. So, little froggers. Whoop! He's got a little dirt face, but that's okay with me. Again, I will make him a friend, and it won't be. I will work harder on making sure his little belly is. See, as you can see here, it's angled. I'll try my best next time. Yeah, so that's what I made with my Jameson. And then the new start today is a hat, a crocheted hat. So I'm not very far into it. This is by DMK Crochet on Instagram. I think that's her Ravelry name as well. It's called the JJ Sun Brim Hat or something like that. And you actually need to use wire for the brim. You just crochet over this. So I had my husband go to Lowe's last night and pick me up some. It says he got me 10 feet. This doesn't look like 10 feet, but I didn't want to buy a whole heck of a lot before I knew what I was doing. This should be enough for 2, maybe 3 hats. So yeah, let me show you. I finished the crown for my size, which there isn't. I mean, there's a lot of sizes all the way from baby to adult. This is the second to the largest size. So, and the range for sizes is not, it doesn't give you like if, you know, like you should measure your head and if you're this, you should pick this size. It doesn't do that. It's just 0 to 12 months is the extra small or something like that. And then it's 1 to 3 years, and then it's 3 to 10 years, and then teen and adult. And then the large is for adult or it's on my phone. You know, that's how it's working. So I'm just doing the medium size, which is the teen adult size. My head is a 22-inch circumference. So I'm just basing it off that. I'm hoping for the best. I don't know. I do have a big head, so we're gonna go with this for now. Yeah, so I'm still working on the first ball. I think it'll only take 2, to be honest, for my size. But yeah, just a technique I've never done before. But it's not difficult. It was just difficult in the beginning with the magic loop right here. Like I said, it's split really bad. So, ooh, I gotta get going. I gotta take the kids. We gotta go. Oh no. All right, I'll come back later. I gotta go take the kids to Sky Zone. All right, bye. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'm sorry for that abrupt leaving. It is already 4:10. We just got home. I was gone a lot longer than I expected. We had an invitation to Sky Zone at 1 o'clock with our church, and I didn't realize what time it was. It was 10 minutes to 1, and Sky Zone's across town, so we were just a little bit late, but nothing too crazy. And while I had planned to let my kids only bounce for an hour, the church had paid for 2 hours. I was like, okay, well, you know, let them jump, let them get exhausted, tired. And then we walked over to America's Best. I wanted to look at new frames or see what kind of frames they have. There's some kind of cute ones. I'm not entirely sure. I did not take any pictures of myself in them, just because I didn't. I got these ones at America's Best, but I got them like 3 or 4 years ago. So they are, they're definitely showing wear and tear, especially the lenses. They're getting pretty scratched up right here in this corner. which is a little annoying. But, and then we went to Five Below because that's right next door as well. So we just got home. I'm exhausted. I didn't bounce or anything. I just hung out with people and talked and worked on this a little bit. So I'm a little bit further than I was. Not a whole heck of a lot. But yeah, if you can see, there's Zeus. I don't know if you can see that that far, but anyways, that's weird. It says a device is linked. That's weird. They're taking over the TV. They took my white screen. They linked their tablet to YouTube. Anyways, I wanted to see. I guess so. It'll stretch out, right? Or at least, you know, it won't feel super loose. I don't know. It feels loose right now. We'll see how it works. Miniature beanie. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah. So that's what I had to do. I was at the end of the video though. That really is all that I had to show you. A new cast on and all my whips. So that's it, guys. I appreciate you sticking around. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.